Hi guys, it's Rose from the Philippines. Today is April 23, 2016. It's a Saturday. Hello to you guys. It's another podcast from me and I found time today to show you my finished items and the projects that I'm making. So, still election time here and a few days ago and up until now, the candidates are campaigning and they are roaming around the streets. So sometimes it gets to have some traffic. So yesterday we went to Las Piñas to visit our auntie there because she wanted my mama to sew her some pillowcases, and my tito, he also requested to mama to make him some cover for the car. So she went to the she went to the Visoria today to buy some fabric. So it's sunny here and I'm hoping that I am clear or bright because the last time that I made the podcast, I started bright but then the middle part it gets so dim that you can't see my projects. I'm going to show you the finished item that I made. And starting off with the bag, I finished this and I'm already using it. I've already brought this to Las Piñas yesterday. And it's just a small bag wherein I can put my tumbler, but I can put the umbrella here. And it has a red lining. I bought an orange zipper for this, but it tends to be off the color. So I settled with the red one because the color is closest to red rather than the orange one. So this is how long it is, and it tends to stretch. So I lessened the number of stitches because in time it really stretches. And I also put a pocket inside to put my cell phone separate from the other things inside. And when we visited our auntie yesterday, she also let me repair some of her jewelry. So I'm going to repair again these beads and turn them into bracelets. So whenever I'm there, she lets me repair her jewelries. So she bought some fabric from her neighbor and she said that it is from the US. So she bought that and mama is going to make them into pillowcases. So that's the basket weave bag, one of my posts. And there's also an order again for a tumbler holder from the same customer that I made the first one. So this tumbler holder is narrower because the customer requested that. And this has violet and pink colors. So when you put the tumbler inside, because her tumbler is bigger than mine, it stretches also. So it goes like that. And also the handle stretches. So, but this is handy nowadays because it's sunny here. And if you just would like to bring your bottled water, you can use this. So that's another finished items. And thinking that those are the only two items that I finished because I didn't sew the ends of the Twiddlemuff. So I rummaged the box where I put all the made crochet and I found some of this. These are some cotton mercerized yarn. I experimented excuse me. I experimented making some butterflies, and this is one of them. Also this one using variegated yarn. So they are just simple crochet butterflies that I was hoping to put into maybe on a Twiddlemuff. And also some small flowers. And I also experimented making a heart. I have another one. This is a heart. It's supposed to be a heart. So those are the butterfly. And I finished making the Twiddlemuff. So I put some flowers here so I can design it. These flowers should be good for, so I still have to sew in. And I finished it. But I still have to sew in the ends. This is how long it is. I was thinking that it should be more wide. But I think it's okay because it stretches. And this is how it is when your hands is inside. So that's it. We're not going to Angono where my tita is with dementia or Alzheimer's. But I'm hoping to finish this just when we go there. So it would be finished. And I can bring it there. So I'm hoping to put some flowers and some buttons on it. Or maybe some ribbons. Just to twiddle with. So that's the Twiddlemuff. Then I've been experimenting with the eyelash yarns that Miss Jan gave me. And I have some projects with it. I have this orange one from the leftover from the Twiddlemuff. I turned it into this one. It was supposed to be this side up, the correct side, because that's how I crocheted it around. But then I realized when you put it this way, all of the furs are coming out. So this would be good for a mane of a tiger or just for amigurumi. But I'm guessing that it is shorter, so I need to, maybe I can make this into a hedgehog because I found some pictures of that. A hedgehog. I think I have a picture here. Well, this is one of the amigurumi I was supposed to make. I don't have the picture. But I can crochet here a ordinary yarn. So it would be round. And then I can put the features of the hedgehog. This is one of my whips that I'm experimenting on. And this yarn, I started crocheting with it, but these eyelash yarns or these fringes, it goes with the stitch. So I decided just to knit with it. The stitches still go with the fringes still go with the stitches. But for this one, I can hook them out. So it will go like this. It's pretty hard knitting with this, but this is a new thing to me, so I would like to experiment with it. And it's pretty exciting indulging in new things. So you can also know what to do for the next projects. This is the orange one. So the other day, I also bought some cotton mercerized yarn from my Suki, or the store where I go buy yarn from. They don't have the brown and blue yarn that I needed for the orders, but I bought there some blue-green yarns for the bag. So Ate Didi, she already seen this. Still have to I think I still have to make this that high, and then I can go make the strap or the handle. So this is some camel stitch in it. And I have to ask her what to do with the pockets, because I talked to her the other day, and one of her cousins had requested some baby sets, sandals for a baby, a newborn baby, but that's still in the works. Still have to ask about that. She still have to ask for the size of the baby's feet and all the other measurements. So that's Didi's bag. And from the leftover yarns from Baguio, I need to make some amigurumi monsters. I made this yesterday in Las Piñas, started it, and the yarn is gone. So with this one, I was contemplating about it, and I wanted to make this into a penguin, since those are one of the amigurumis that I really want to make. So for the rest of it, I think I'm going to use some black yarn, and the other features will be another color. So this one of my faux again, and this is also one of my faux, and the yarn is already gone again. So all of the other features of this will be another shade of yarn, and I'm hoping to make this into an amigurumi like Fuzzy Wuzzy, a tiger, and this is made out of the yarn from my bag. So this is one of my whips, and I have an order of Love's wallet. So I also already started on this one. I made a diagram. From my old notes, I have this diagram, but I unraveled the beads because it turns to be so high. So I decided to make another diagram that is much more lesser in count. And this is what I came up with. This is a flags wallet, and the other cheek still have to make. So that's it. And then I'm going to connect the side and the bottom part. I don't know if I need to put a lining in it because it has a small space inside, but I'm going to ask my cousin about it. And that is using cluster of 4 instead of the cluster of 6. The cluster of 6 has a hole in the middle. And the other day, I was cleaning the shoe rack beside the sewing machine, and I found some items there that I stored. And one of them is the box full of letters from my old friends. I used to mail some letters to some of the friends I met online from a chat group. It is called Youth Zone. So I met them there, and I asked for their addresses, and so I can send them some letters. I was a suke of the post office from before. So these are the letters that I stored. I was hoping to read them in the future. So I've been reading them, and this is some of the friends that I met. And I also have another bag full of letters. My mama, she said that I should throw them, but I don't want to throw them because they are memories that I can read again or reminisce. So, also the other time I was cleaning the cabinet, and from there that I found the letters, other letters. And my friends from then, well, I've been writing them since 1997. And also from the shoe rack, I found some storybooks. I've read this with Maurice and Sophie, but I'm hoping to read this for Daniel. So these are some of the storybooks that I bought from before, from book sale, and some of them are very cheap because I rummaged the store for cheap books, and some of them are very good. So I wanted to make a new quilting for Lupi, and from the scarf that I was going to bring to Baguio, I put it on him because I blocked this and it didn't work, so I just put it on him, and I still have to sew the ends in. So it's sunny here, but he looks like he's in a winter wonderland. That's Doopy. I think I've shown you this before. This is one of my this is one of my whips. It's a doll. It's supposed to be a doll. And I'm going to make a dress for her and put her hair. I'm hoping that her dress would be detachable so I can make her another one. And I was thinking about giving this to Sophie once it's done because she has been requesting for the Tinkerbell, and since I couldn't make that for now because it's very detailed, I'm hoping that she can have this one instead. So I've been reading, and I'm hoping to read in the future as I enjoyed reading this book. It is Maggie's Sweet from Miss Judith Minturn Stacy. I purchased this book December 2010, and I read it just now. And it's a pretty encouraging book for moms who had been tending to their children for a while and they didn't have time for themselves or didn't have time to fulfill their dreams. So this is very inspiring for moms and for those people that wanted to make their ambitions come true. So that's a very fine read, and I'm hoping to buy another book that's very interesting that I can read at night and just enjoy reading. So, Mama has some leftover fabrics that I salvaged, and I need some project bags with zippers. It's a small one. It has a flower design, but you can see them because they are cut out. This is another one of them. I put a red lining here, and I put this project inside. This is a whip again. Still have this. This is for her feet and for the arms. This is very handy for amigurumis. So those are some of the project bags. And this is one of the bags that I made from before. I made some, I made plenty of bags from before for me. But this one, the problem with this is the zipper. And I didn't change it yet. I just made another one. So I guess I'm a bag addict in a way. But other things, yeah. So I went to Las Piñas and Mama has some sewing to do. She's going to make some pillowcases and cover for a car. So this is it. Those are it. You can find me on Instagram and Ravelry as Sadiyui. For now, I don't have any shoutouts, but just want to say hello again to Miss Jan. It's a good thing that you've been crocheting, even if it is just in small amounts. And I still have to watch your video with Miss Sue, a surprise visit. And hello again to my subscribers. Hope you all are doing well, having a great weather, and some family bonding time. That's it for me. Bye for now.